Welcome back to rTech. In today's video, I have for you upgrades for LED brake lights and indicators for the Tata Nexon. As always, we get unique stuff from AliExpress. So these are from AliExpress, a pair of LED brake lights and a pair of LED indicators. And these are specially ordered for the Tata Nexon based on the socket it has. So let's quickly open these up. They come in this normal packaging, no hard covers. So the tail lights, that's the brake light for the Nexon, is the W16W. And let me see which one comes out first. Okay, that's the tail lamp. So, okay, these look so beautiful. So this is the LED W16W bulb, and it should fit the Tata Nexon easily. A little bigger than usual. Okay, nicely packed. Just feel that these are a little longer because the stock bulbs are very, very small, and I hope these fit inside the tail lamp unit. So beautifully finished. Look at those LED modules. They just got the red color and it's got a lens on top. It looks very, very cute. And this is a snap-on unit, so you can just push it in and it should fit. Now let me open the indicator unit. So this again looks so very nice, including, inside the packaging itself. It's got this orange finish on the LED modules, and that looks so brilliant. Look at that. I'm hoping that's the color of the light as well. So this is the PY21W. Basically, it's a 21 watt LED replacement. I mean, this doesn't consume 21 watts, but the original bulb is about 21 watts. This should be a lot lesser. Again, it's got a lens on top, and it's a twist and turn mechanism. Will replace your existing ordinary bulbs. They're really well finished. And both these costed about close to $4. I think this one was about $6. I'll leave the link in the description, and it's really nice to see these. Okay, the sun is just out. Let's go ahead and actually open the rear panel of the Tata Nexon, and let's see how well we can fix this on. If you need to know how to open the panel of the Nexon, please refer to my other video, which is the Tata Nexon lights. I'll leave a link again in the description, and you can have a look how to kind of you remove the whole unit so that I don't waste time. So once the unit is open, okay, I'm just going to show you how the existing bulb looks. Okay, this is the regular bulb. That's the PY21W. I'm taking that out. The brake light should be right below that. In fact, the tail lamp is so small compared to the indicator light. So that is the brake light. So it's really, really small. And that just got me worried. Okay. So let's do a test. I want to see what the stocks look like. Okay. And that's the brake light bulb as well as the normal bulb. And we're going to replace them with these gorgeous looking LED bulbs. Look at the size. I mean, it just worries me a little bit because I think the PY21W is fine, and it's very easy to replace. Just put in the LED module and just twist and turn. So this is what worries me. The brake light bulb is really, really small. It's hardly half an inch, and its replacement is almost nearly twice the size. Okay, now this is the PY21W. This looks okay. I think it should do fine. Okay, I'm just going to snap these into place. Just be careful with your tail lamp. It can just fall and break or snap some of the wires. Okay, so now for some testing. There you go. That's the indicator light. Although you see that flashing normally, there is hyper flashing when you use just one side of the indicator. That's because of the low current the LED is drawing. So you're going to see hyper flashing. And that's the brake light. And that's brilliant. Works just as expected. No problems with that. Okay, so hyper flashing is, it's common. You would have seen some of the cab guys use LED brake light bulbs, or I'm sorry, the indicator bulbs, and you'll see them flashing really, really fast and can be annoying, and it doesn't look classy. So yeah, that's the brake light, and it works great. Check the indicator module. Look at that hyper flash. I mean, okay, it's really, really irritating. So to stop this, we have a solution. We got to use a bunch of load resistors, and if you use a hazard control light, which means all 4 indicators on, then you don't have hyper flashing. But there is a fix for this, and we're going to use load resistors. I'm going to show you how it's done, and again, you need to order these from probably AliExpress if you want it cheap and easily available. So here they are. So it's a pair of these, one for each side, and this has about 25 watts of resistance. It's basically a pair of resistors with a aluminum heatsink, and they'll be fixed in parallel with the rear indicators. And let me show you how they look. There you go. 25 watts, 6 RJ, and it's got clamps for screwing it, but you need not do that. So okay, I'm also going to show you the clip. So it's a plug-and-play system, so you don't have to actually cut wires again. It's a small little clip they've provided. You run parallel wires to the resistor as well as the one in the indicator unit, and you just crimp them together. So there you go. Those 2 holes actually let you put in 2 wires. One will be the resistor, one will be the indicator wire. Now inside the car, you will find these wires. For the Tata Nexon, it's the orange color wire and the gray wire, right? So on one side of the resistor, we shall put the gray wire, and on the other side, you will have the orange wire. And you can see that I've actually put them in place. This can be found in the boot of the car. There's a small opening on the side. Once you open that, you have access to it. And once you do that, it's obvious that this works great. The hyper flashing just stops. You can take some help from a local garage if you don't understand how to do that. But once you do that, hyper flashing will stop and the indicator works normally. I'll just show it again. And yeah, just remember that the resistor can get hot, so don't keep it near any plastic parts. You can probably leave it close to a metal part. There's an option to use screws to put them in place. Okay, so it's got 2 wires, the resistor, you can just use one. So that's one with orange and one with gray. That's it. So I'm just going to leave it inside. So there's a small place there that lets the resistor sit comfortably. It's metallic, so won't heat the whole unit. So I'm just going to put that inside. Yeah, so the resistor sits comfortably inside that. And no plastic parts. So the wires do look messy, but don't worry about it. This is actually covered with another plastic covering from the outside. Thankfully, it's so easy to do in today's cars, right? So I'm putting everything back together, and just to show you how it looks, the one on the left is the indicator, the one on the right is the bulb, and you can notice how slow the bulb works. Brilliant, and it's really, really bright. So there's a considerable amount of difference in the speed of the LED. So that's the point to note. We'll also do some brake light testing. The one on the right is the bulb. And you can see the speed. The LED is so instant. It just comes on immediately. So again, LEDs can be so useful because the response time is so little, and that could make a lot of difference when you're braking in an emergency. So once all four units are replaced, that's both the tail lamps and both the indicators. This is the brake light. All right, so this is how it's looking in the night. It's really, really bright. It's about 800 lumen on these. These are really good to warn drivers when you're braking. They give a good touch. They have a nice red color to it, nice depth. It's not like a bulb is kept in red glass. So this red color really makes a difference, and they look great on your car. So I did do some modification to reduce the length of the bulb. So I wouldn't recommend you buying these particular set of bulbs because they're too long for this tail lamp section. And you could probably order another pair of similar looking ones. So that's how you replace LEDs on a Nexon or any other car which has, these similar bulbs. Hope you liked the video. Please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your questions. I'm always there to help you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.